Week 11 of high school football kicked off tonight. It just so happens that we have 11 game highlights for you this evening. Now, we're going to have the full playoff and bracket breakdown coming up tomorrow on the EndZone, but tonight, let's run through all of our area highlights that we got to from around the state, and we start with part one of our game of the week. Shannon and Pontotoc. Oh, was this a doozy. Slugfest to start. Justin Carter back to pass here. Look out, Marty Reel plants Carter into the ground in the sack. Now Shannon's turn. Driving here, Jordan Gillian picked off, but it's by Morgan Huey. You'll hear that name later on down the road. We're scoreless after one. Pontotoc would strike first in the second quarter. Read option here. Oh, look at the elusiveness from Gabe Harmon. He's got himself reservations for 6. It's 7-0 them Grapes. Shannon wouldn't respond, though. Jordan Gillian is going to go up top here and hook up with Augusta Cox. This is what we would call a chunk play. He's going to get 20 yards into Pontotoc territory, and Gillian's still swinging the rock. He's going to find Dallas McGaughey for a 40-yard touchdown. Shannon had the lead in the fourth quarter. Pontotoc rallies to win 28-22. The Warriors are your division champs as they take the 1 seed out of Region 2 4A. To the other part of our Carl Hogan Toyota Game of the Week in West Alabama. This is another slugfest between Vernon and Sulligent. Second quarter, no score. Jaron Scott back to pass. He finds Denver Gentle. He's on the wrong team. Pick there for the Bulldogs. We're still scoreless late in the second quarter. Now Isaac Whittle getting an inside handoff here, but he's stripped as he's trying to push forward on the pile, and it's picked up by Tyreek Metcalf. Scoreless until this. Blue Devils now on offense. Yes, it is our game of the week. Scott this time, play action. Going to find Hayden Nolan, and he's got himself a touchdown. Sulligent wins the division championship over their rivals from Vernon. 27-7, the final. Blue Devils over the Bulldogs. Let's go to Eupora and Calhoun City. We pick things up second half. Eupora has the lead at the break. That's when things got interesting. Keyshawn Parker taking the pitch here off of right side, running through tackles, still going, still running with a purpose, finally brought down by Al Dumas inside the red zone. After 2 stops for Eupora, City would finally get in, and it would be from, well, sort of a speed sweep here. Treshawn Cooper off the left side, he's got a touchdown. Calhoun City goes in front. Now, ensuing drive for Eupora. Tanner Knight going to go up top, and no, he's not. He's actually going to end up handing it off. This one goes to Ashton, who gets unloaded on by Anthony Campbell. That's one of the biggest hits you'll see anywhere in the state. Now, on a 4th down, Eupora trying to keep the drive alive, but they're stopped here. Calhoun City wins it. They take the 2 seed out of Region 2 2As. The Wildcats win 34-20 over Eupora. Now to East Webster. The Wolverines 1 win away from clinching a playoff spot. If they lose, they're out. They win, they're in. Pretty simple here. First quarter, Charlie Brand. Here comes Charlie football into your living room. Gets a 1st down all the way to the 20-yard line. That would set up Parker Burleson, who had a huge night kicking. Dude was on target from everywhere. 37-yard field goal is good. Wolverines take a 3-0 lead. Scary situation later in the game. Kevon Patterson had to be carted off due to a leg injury. He's taken to a local hospital. We send our thoughts and prayers to him. But here's another Patterson. Isaac Patterson with the touchdown catch in the back corner of the end zone. A 10-0 lead for East Webster, and they would hold on. The Wolverines are going to the playoffs. 36-32, East Webster takes out LaFleur County. Another game where you win and you're in. That's Bruce taking on Walnut. First drive for Bruce would stall, and then block punt. Chris Perry scoop and score for the Wildcats as Walnut takes the early lead. And the next drive for Bruce again would stall. Trojans just could not get the offense going in the first half. They would pick things up in the second half, but it would be far too little too late. Kevin Turley here, going to break a few tackles, eventually would get it to Wesley Cox. A little jump pass there. That's a completion, and that would set up a little bit later, a longer touchdown for Wesley Cox. As Walnut gets the win, Bruce unfortunately eliminated from the playoffs as they fall. Bruce does to Walnut 55-21. Another win and end game in Region 2 4A. Amory in Morville, second quarter. Amory gets on the board again. J.J. Jernigan, feed J.J. Short touchdowns, 21-0 Amory. Later in the corner, Amory's got the ball again. Camden Parks already knows the touchdown. Hunter Jones to Trenton Gilliam for the score. It's 28-0 Panthers. Later, Camden would actually catch a pass here instead of just holding up the arms for the score. He picks up a good gain there, would lead to an Aaron Goldman field goal. It's 31-0 Amory, and they would cruise. The Panthers are in the playoffs once again as they defeat Morven 45-2. Coming tonight at Caledonia as the Feds were taking on Itawamba AHS. Third quarter, down 31-0. Feds are driving, though. Seth Brown could hook up with Dylan Hankins. That's a first down at the 25-yard line. Would set up a 47-yard field goal from Wes Rollins, who's got quite the leg. This one just not getting there. Very nearly got it there. It's just short of the crossbar. So we stay at 31-0. Now Indians with the ball. As you know, they already have that big lead. They would try to add to that lead here. Jackson Orr going to hook up with Lane Domino. And you know Lane's always delivering as Domino. It makes sense. Gets all the way out to near the midfield. And then we get a little we like Ike. Ike Chandler. Inside handoff here, actually bounces it outside, gets free. He's going to have a touchdown, but this play called back due to a holding call. No matter, Itawamba gets the win, 31-0. They will have the 2 seed out of Region 2 4A. They will host a home playoff game next Friday. Over to New Hope we go. The Trojans and Noxubee County. The Tigers, all 4 of these teams out of Region 4 4A already have their seeds all set. So we're just getting some game action in, getting some more reps, and a pretty good start here for New Hope. This is a big gain here from Braylon Miller picking up a first down, but no points out of that drive. It would stall. So now Noxubee takes over. And we'd find Armani Clark to Malik Stallings. He's your backup quarterback, but he's can also play a little receiver there. 12-yard touchdown. It's 7-0 Tigers. And more passing. Armani Clark was in a rhythm tonight, kids. Bubble screen here to Keziah Pruitt, and Keziah knows what to do. And when he's got that kind of speed, it's kind of hard to stop him. 31-yard score. Noxubee goes up 14-0 and more through the air. Tyrone Shorter's offense was blowing the top off of the defense here. On a 3rd and long, Monty Rashad Eads out in front. Goodbye. 73-yard touchdown. Noxubee goes up 21-0 in the first quarter. They would add another touchdown after that and many, many more as the Tigers cruise to a 48-0 win over New Hope. Over to Topper Country, Nettleton visiting Houston. Toppers win. They will host a home playoff game next Friday. First quarter, Tigers ball now 4th down here. Colton Osborne, guess who? Damian Ely, always making crazy plays. That catch for a touchdown. Tigers take a 7-0 lead. But on the ensuing kickoff, oh, special teams. Oh, so special for Ty Arden's Toppers. It's Quentin May taking it back for the score. 3 special teams touchdowns tonight for Houston. We're tied at 7. Now, Houston ball, they're trailing. Here comes that jet sweep. It's so dangerous when it's Jalen May on the receiving. And now he actually fumbles, picks it up, and then goes in for the touchdown. He made that look way too casual. 20-14 Toppers. Houston would add many more touchdowns after that. This game was really fun if you were a paid spectator. Houston wins over Nettleton 67-34. As the Toppers do indeed clinch the 2 seed, they will be hosting a home playoff game next Friday. Over to Mantchi, Ty Rayford having his jersey with the seniors as they are walked out with the captains as North Pontotoc taking on Mantchi. First quarter, easy as you like. There's Clark Mills, your student athlete of the week from this week, finding Jock Wesberry, 7-0 lead for the Vikings. Mantchi getting a little work going on offense though here. Seth Johnson going to hook up with Clay Franks for a first down, but later on the drive, Johnson trying to get away from the defense, but instead he fumbles and North Pontotoc pounces on it and recovers. A few plays later, back to Clark Mills. He's going to hook up with Sheffield Anthony. Bubble screen. He gets a block. He's going to have a touchdown as well as North Pontotoc has no problems with the tackle. They already won the division championship out of Region 1 3A, but they finish it off with a 35-0 win tonight over the Mustangs. And lastly, we go to Vardaman. The Rams hosting Noxubee. A pretty big 1A division game as both these teams trying to find their spot in playoff seeding. Trey Owen going to hook up here with Tanner Heavens over the middle. That's a first down. Tanner's still rolling, still running. Going to get into Noxubee territory right around the 30-yard line. And then a few plays later, Trey Owen is going to find Wesley Casey for the touchdown. Stumbles in, but that still counts for 6. An early lead for Vardaman as they strike first on Noxubee. So Vardaman's starting to get going here. Rams look good tonight. And then here, James Hunter Stallcutt passing, but he's going to find Patrick Pratt, who takes it the other way for a pick 6. Vardaman goes in front big, but it's Noxubee that really laid it on the Rams late as Noxubee rallies to win, but a really good game, 29-18. We're likely to see both these teams in the playoffs, though, once the regular season ends next Friday. Let's get some other scores here. French Camp defeated Sebastopol. West Lowndes gets the win over Ethel. TCPS shuts out Ashland. And an out-of-area game, but we want to mention to you, Yazoo County defeated Charleston 38-22 for the division title tonight in their division. That's the first division game Charleston has lost in 10 years.